Hey there, this is Terror T from Terror T Gaming. I have a question for you, my viewers who've played Ghost Recon Wildlands, specifically the Predator mission. Did you find the ending somewhat underwhelming? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think, if it was or wasn't underwhelming, and let's kind of step through how we defeated him after multiple tries, many tries, and how I kind of felt the end was not what it could be. For those of you who did play the mission and perhaps didn't actually win, did you try this technique which you see my team member and I doing, using the rebel support, guns for hire and diversion specifically? Each of us called both of those once, so 2 guns for hire called in, 2 diversions called in, and that gave us a bunch of rebels that acted as targets for the Predator, so that we could sight in on the Predator more readily rather than him just attacking us. Did you give that a try, and would you think that's cheating? One of the things you may have noticed in my my game footage here is, for when we defeated him, we'd played maybe a dozen or so games where we kind of played in the same area, and the spot that I'm in is the spot I kind of stuck with, which was a little crevice essentially between 2 rocks on a slope. And by sticking in there, what I found was a lot of times the Predator wouldn't be able to sight it on me, and actually right just millimeters behind is a place where he spawned in, but wouldn't attack you from that position if you were just right there. So it gave you the opportunity to shoot him, and then he would run off. Did you guys try using this spot, or where did you defeat the Predator from? What area? The one annoying part of this spot actually is you'd often get a rebel jumping in there, obscuring your view. It was hard to actually shoo him away. A few times in some of the matches I just have to pull a bullet in the rebel's head to get him out of my way so he wouldn't impede my my entering and exiting that area and seeing where the Predator was.
Is that real?
For those of you who played alone and just used the 3 assigned NPCs to help you defeat the Predator, kudos to you. I found the few times I tried that it was absolutely so hard to actually beat this guy. Having a good real player that you know and work well with made such a big difference in terms of reviving each other when you got killed by the Predator to keep the match going. So for anybody who shot and killed the Predator on their own, bloody terrific. Good job. This shot here shooting the Predator in the back felt a bit cheap to me, but hell, you know what, this creature was near impossible to defeat, so I was happy to get a few shots like this in. I'm sure many of you noticed there seemed to be decoy, invisible cloaked Predators running by, because a lot of times you'd have it run by, you shoot at the cloaked image and no damage happens, no blood comes out, and then it disappears, and yet the Predator appears instantly other side of the map, other area, where opposite where it's running from. So it's complete decoy, which I don't remember that in the movie, but that's fine. They made something to make it a little more challenging. So this is where it goes a bit downhill for me, in my opinion. I shot the Predator a few times for sure. I think Marlonius Funk shot him more than I did. But I think the combined number of shots we did in this match on him was a lot less than we did in other matches where we didn't seem to do that much damage to him. So that kind of felt like a disappointment. Plus in other matches we had him throwing those grenade-like things and other weapons at us, where that never happened in this match. So I'm not quite sure why we defeated him so quickly this time around in this particular match. But it did feel like a letdown that it was a lot easier this time around to bring him down. And of course, here I need to do my little jog back to Marlonius Funk, who I was playing with a friend of mine who didn't make it out of the Predator's blast radius. Leave no man behind, right? So go back and heal him up, and bask in the glory of the mild letdown of how we defeated the Predator. So do you think this defeat was a bit of a letdown? Did you defeat him and have a different experience? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear. And of course, like this video and subscribe to Terror T Gaming. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed.